Let's take a look at the human relations school. Informal and formal traditions differ from each other in both major assumptions and principal research directions. Formal theories assumed that workers were motivated to maximize their economic gains. Informal theories consider non-economic needs as well. Thus, researchers in the informal school thought to determine which non-economic factors might have an impact on workers and their performance. The first major studies on human relations were conducted at the Western Electric Hawthorne plant in Cicero, Illinois between 1927 and 1932. Elton Mayo and his associates at the Harvard Business School intended to measure the effects of worker fatigue on production, but their research was expanded and resulted in a set of findings about motivation, productivity, and other job-related factors not solely based on economic reward. Specifically, the Hawthorne study centered on how workers reacted to actions of management, how variations in physical working conditions affected output, and how social interactions among workers affected job performance. The Hawthorne or halo effect is the tendency of those being observed to change their behavior to meet the expectations of researchers or those observing them. The Hawthorne studies paved the way to investigate factors other than formal organizational structure and operation and establish the importance of social structure and worker interaction. These studies became the basis for Human Relations School of Organizational Theory, which stressed the social and psychological dimensions of organization, particularly satisfaction and motivation. A major emphasis in the Human Relations School was the study of organizational leadership and how leadership affected worker behavior and organizational performance. Two of the most influential scholars in the field were Chester Bernard and Kurt Lewin. Bernard examined the nature and authority within organizations, concentrating on leader-follower interaction, while Lewin studied the different leadership styles and their effects on subordinates. Zone of acceptance is the extent to which the follower is willing to be led and obey the leader's directives. The more recent scholars in this field have devoted some attention to shortcomings in the human relations school of organizational theory. The principal criticisms have revolved around 3 points. The first and the most commonly noted charge is that this theory fails to take into account the potential for conflict between workers and managers. Second, the human relations school seem to discount the effects of formal structure on members of the organization. Third, the complexity of technologies used in an organization may considerably be more important in shaping informal structure than factors the original researchers regarded as pivotal. Organizational humanism marked a turning point, serving as a bridge between the human relations approach and what we refer to as modern organizational theory.